So in this recording, I wanted to show how we can programmatically access the events from a Google Nest camera or a Google Nest thermostat. So my idea is to integrate later like those events with language model, and wanted to see if I can identify some anomalic events from the camera and warn me of any possible, let's say, trespassing or um, any other events, right? It's a personal project. Just wanted to see how it works. But in this recording, I'm going to show how to set up capturing of the events. The generative AI part of it, I'm not going to show it because I need to explore a little bit more on that. But integrating the events and accessing through an API, that is what I'll show. So this is the website. This is the Google Doc developers.google.com Nest device accesses get started site that I followed to integrate it. So there are a lot of trial and error I had to do. So I did it once. I'm redoing it now so that now I can do it in one go in a very clean way. So the first step for integrating or capturing the events is to register for device access. Now there is a one-time payment of $5 when you register for device access. I already did it, so I'll not get that screen. But if you click on this go to device access console, if you have not paid this $5, you'll be asked to pay the $5 first. After that, if I go here, I can create my project, right? So I keep, yeah, from here I click on this. I went to the this page here. Now I'll create a project. So I'll name it home devices project. Home devices project. Next, I'll skip this for now. I'll show you how to create the client ID and in the next step also what this events mean. Right now I'll disable this, but I'll later come back to this. So I created my project. Right? So the project has been created. I got a project ID, right? You see my client ID and pubs up topic are not yet filled up. Right now, since my devices are already connected with my Google account, it automatically picked up the apps that I have access to. Right. So traits available to Nest devices, right? Okay, so the next step is activate a supported device. The following devices are supported in the device access program: Nest thermostats, Nest cameras, Nest doorbells, Nest Hub Max. Right? You need a Google Cloud platform already. So I already have a Google account, my personal account. Right? So you need to have it. So I already have that. Right? So if you have your own Google Cloud platform, you can then click on enable the API and get a OAuth 2.0 client ID. Right? So when so let me click copy this because I need to put that as the redirect URI. Okay, so when I click on this, I will see all the projects that I have created in my Google account, right? With my personal account. I have a personal account, Google personal account, where I try out a lot of these Google features. So there I have this many projects created. So for this, I will choose the admin project. Next, where are you calling from? Here I need to say web server, and the authorized redirect URI, I'll put it as google.com. This is the path in your application that users are redirected to after they have authenticated with Google. The path will be appended with the authorization code for access, must have a protocol, cannot contain URL, right? So this is my, so I'm using Google for authentication, right? And we'll see how I get the code later on to get the authentication, right? I will create this as well, right? So this enables my, okay, so this is important. This is the client ID and the client secret. I'm showing it right now because I'm going to delete this entire project later on. So this will all be not be available, right? So I'll download this client configuration. So I'll have a credential. Okay. This has been downloaded, but for now I'll copy it also. Let me copy this. Copy a notepad. This was my previous one. I'll copy. This is my client ID. And then my client secret. This one I don't need anymore. So this is the client secret. Oops. Right. So I copied both of them. Done. So I am now done, right, with the enable smart device on the API enablement page. So this I already did. I get this, create a device access project, right? So this was little confusing for me initially, right? Because when I click on this device access console, it actually had me pay the $5 and then go here to create the project, right? So anyway, I already created the project. Now I will, okay, next is authorization account. Okay. So before authorizing the account, what I'll do is I will go here first, and this is where I will add the client ID that I just got. Add the client ID, right? Right now, pops up topic is disabled. I'll come back and show why this pops up topic is required. Just uh, a quick touch on this. The PubSec topic is required because whenever your thermostat or your there is an event that happens, let's say motion events happens in your camera, it will be pushed to the PubSub topic. I'll show you how to create the topic and then also create a subscription of that, right? So right now I put the auth client ID. Let me go back to the instructions. Okay. To view structures and devices, you must link a Google account to your device access project using uh, PCM. Okay, I actually found out what PCM was. Okay, I'll come. I have the full form of it. This is another problem with the Google documentation. Right? The whenever there is a uh, acronym, right, you should give the entire name, which is it is there down. It is there, but then this is not a good way of writing user guides. But now this is what I need to execute. This is what I need to execute now to authorize my account. With your Google Cloud and device access projects created, you can authorize a Google account which is supported Google Nest device for the SDM API, right? So for the Google SDM API, I need to use this link, right? But before using this link, I need to replace. So I need to replace the client ID. So this is the client ID, right? So I'll copy my client ID and replace it here. So client ID is replaced. right? And I need the project ID also. The project ID is this, right? Where will I get the project ID? I just created it. This is my project ID, right? Let me put that also here. We'll need it later on. So the project ID is this, right? F1. So this project ID, this is the place where I will replace the project ID. The project ID is also replaced. My URL to authorize an account is ready. I'll copy this, right? Authorize an account, right? So now, okay, let me open another Google account. Let me find this, right? So now it will try to authorize. So this is my account, right? And now, okay, this is where I'm allowing my devices, allowing Google to access my devices. So I will turn this on. So since I have already, my devices are connected to my account, it is showing that these are the devices that I have. So I have two cameras in the entryway camera 2, and this is the first camera. Give access to this, give access to this, um, give access to this, give access. So allow to see and display your camera's live stream, to know where when there is a cameras event, or allow the project, right? Allow home device project to see and display your camera's live stream, right? So this is for the first camera, this is for the second camera, and this is my thermostat, which is the family room, right? I will click on this next, right? Now again, choose an account. This is my account. Here, click on advanced, and then click on go to Nest camera. Say continue. Here it will give me a code. Copy this. And get the code separately. The code starts from here. This code also you will need. I'll copy this. Oh, this will be required later on. So now this is all authorization account is done, right? I authorize the account, right? I'll not go through all this account. Okay, so okay, I need a authorized access token also with the authorized code, right? How do I get that? I need to uh, do curl with this command, right? And I need to make some changes to this command. So let me copy this here. So the HTTPS googleapis.com OS2 token client ID, right? So I need the client ID again. Copy the client ID from here. This is my client ID, right? I need the client secret, which is this. Client secret. This is my client secret. I'll replace it with this. Then I need the code, right? This is my code, authorization code, right? Right. Now I will run this curl command in my terminal. Let me run this. Oops, this is unauthorized. There is some problem I made. Let's see what problem. Post HTTPS client ID equal to okay .com and client secret equal to F2 and code equal to 4P. This is correct only. Okay. Let me try again. Hmm. Error is unauthorized. Why it is doing like this? Let me see. I already got the code, get access token. Use the authentic authorization code to retrieve an access token. Okay. Maybe is there a project ID? Okay. Auth client ID, auth client secret. I did both of them. Then why it is not? Okay, so let me run this again, right? This one. Let me see. We'll do this part again. This. Let me edit all of them. Next, next, advanced. Go to next camera. Continue. Right. This is the one. I already have this. Right. So the code I have this code. I'll copy this again. Okay, maybe I did not copy the code correctly earlier. Okay, right, 40EGBC, right? This is the code. Let me copy this code and paste it here. Okay, hopefully this time I did it correctly. Let me see if it works now. No, still it is saying not authorized. Let me check why. So let me run this again. Where did it connect services, right? Response type equal to code. Okay, so let me, okay. Response type equal to net services, this response type equal to code and scope equal to this, right? So partner connection, redirect, offline, client ID I put, do it again, what happens? The integration is not tested and approved, allow her to control and access devices. The integration of okay. I'm saying do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Next, continue to choose account to continue to mesh camera. I say this one, right? If I did submit a verification, I will remove. Okay, verification. Advanced. Mesh camera. Okay. Did was it because I did not copy this? What is left? Inside this. Let me go to the Google account. I think I already had this earlier. That's why. So, okay. When you sign into Google to sign into your Nest account, you are sharing. Okay. So I think this is the thing that I need to do again. So I have to go to my account.google.com and let me see details. Stop using sign in with Google. Maybe I need to remove this and then again. Delete all connections. Okay. So let me remove this and restart it, right? Since I already did it, that probably was the reason. So now nest has gone, done. Let me go back, come back again, advanced, go to nest camera. Oops, let me do this again. No, access, 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 access. Next, advanced. It still says C1 service that nest camera has some access to. C or control, done. Make sure to trust Nest Camera. And always see or remove access in your Google account. Let me go to the Google account once. Um, okay. Okay, let me try it again. Continue. Got the code now. Let me put this code. Client ID. Got the client ID user content.com. Client secret also I got. Code. Let me put the code. Code is still here. Sorry. Client. Hmm. One more thing. Valid client. Okay, so what was the client that I had? Let's see. In the download, did I make any mistake here? Open it, text edit. This was the client I had. Let me copy this. Client. What is the client secret? The client secret was this. Oh, I made a mistake with the client secret. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. I know what I did. So this client secret, I incorrect gave the incorrect. I was giving the project ID. The client secret is this. This is the client secret. I was giving the long client secret. Oh man. So this is actually the project ID. I was giving the project ID, right? So let me run this again. Yep. Now I got it, right? So now I got the access token and all. Let me copy this. Yeah. So everything was correct. The only thing I did a mistake is while doing this netservices.google.com, right? I did not have the right client access code, right? So now I got the access token and the refresh token also, right? So I am now here, right? So I got my access token and refresh token, right? Now I need to make a device list call with the access token. This is to, so authorization is not complete until you make your first devices.list call with your new access token, right? So I need to do this. So let me create this as well. So this one, I need the access token, right? What was my access token? This is my access token. Right? So let me copy this and I need to keep the bearer, put the access token here. I do a curl and I should see all my device. Oh, project IDs. Okay. So I missed the project ID again. Smart devices. Okay. So what was my project ID? This is my project ID. So I need to replace this with my project ID. Let me do curl. Now I can see all the, so if you see here, I'll have all the uh, devices that I have access to now. The other better way to run this is go to Postman, and in the Postman, you put the authorization as bearer token, add your token. This is the token, right? This is the token. Right? And then the same one, right? Smart device management .googleapis.com, V1 enterprises, your project ID and the devices. Just send this. Oops, not found. What is not found? Okay, I have a new project ID now, right? So I need to copy this. I can do this as well. So if I send it, I should be able to see all my yeah. So since I did it earlier, right? You see that I'm already getting the humid percentage of my thermostat, right? I'm getting the heat Celsius and all, right? And I'm getting these things, right? So this was my thermostat, and this is my camera number one, entryway camera. So these are the traits that I have, right? So when something happens, or event happens, I'll show how this actually goes to a topic, to a pops up topic, right? So for both entry camera, right, I have these two traits available. That means my devices support uh, identification of a person or an identification of an emotion, right? So now I am done till this part. I got my access token. I did the device list, right? Refresh, it just shows how to use a refresh token. You can ignore this, right? So next one is to go here. Next one is how to use the API, which already we did, right? Basically, it is saying like how you can get the structures, right? How you can get structure ID and all, how you can get the devices list, right? These are the APIs, right? Which again is not for getting the information of a particular device, get the devices and then put the device ID. The device ID you'll get here, like when you list all the devices, you should get the device ID also. So this is the device ID. Uh, name, right? Yeah, this is the device ID, right? And then, okay, so now this will skip. How do you subscribe to an event, right? Okay. To subscribe to an event, first I need to go to my project that I created. Remember when I created the project, I made it disabled. Now I'll enable it. When I enable it, it will create a pops up topic for me. And After this topic is created, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a subscription. Want to subscribe to this topic. So let me go to my Google PubSub. So this is from my previous one. I will delete this. No longer need this. This was my previous trial and error, right? I'll delete this and I'll create a new subscription, right? How do I create a new subscription? I will go to here. You can so subscribe event, right? Okay, subscribe event. You can directly okay. So this is the command, right? So I go to Google Cloud PubSub subscriptions, which I already I went there. But to create the subscription, I'll open a Cloud shell and run this command. Let me copy this. You can, if you're already connected to Google, right, you can click on this, go there, or I can also open a Cloud shell from here. Right? This is my Cloud shell. And in the meantime, when Cloud shell is coming up, let me prepare the command, right? So create subscription ID. Here I'll say nest event subscription. The topic, right? Create net event subscription. Change the topic to the topic that I just got created, right? This is the topic that got created. I will change this to that topic and I will create a okay, here only I need to go. I need to go to my Cloud shell, copy this, and it should say authorize. And my subscription, oops, error. Okay, there is an extra P. Remove that P. So my subscription should be created now. Yep. So if I go here now, subscription should be created. Reload. My thermostat is already running. If I click on it and go to messages, let me do some pull message. Oops. Let me close this. I don't need this anymore. I should see the thermostat messages coming up now. It should come up, the thermostat messages. It is taking some time. I'm pulling up the thermostat messages. Oops, it takes a lot of time. I should see some events coming up. Still pulling it. Here, yeah, this is the one. Put some messages. Okay, let's see. Take some time actually. Okay, while this is happening, let me go outside and stand in front of my camera to show that the camera messages are also coming up. right? So let me go to my camera. Let me, yeah, I'm now standing in front of my camera. I will move a little bit to capture the camera movement. Yeah, so I got an event, right? What is, so this event is from the camera. See the camera person, right? Since I um, stand in front of the camera, I got the camera event, right? So this is the event. Now I can actually do subscribe to this topic, pull this and send it to a LLM to figure out what this event is, right? And I'm trying to see if I can capture more metadata, right? Um, the thermostat should also come. Sometimes the thermostat takes some time. Yeah, the thermostat also has come now. So if you see, this is the thermostat, right? No, this is the image. This is also the image. Let's see. This is also the person, right? Multiple things came up, right? Let me pull again. Let's see if the thermostat comes up. I need to do something with the thermostat. Let me make the temperature. Yeah, now let's see. Thermostat is taking some time. Oops, one has come. Let's see. No, this is the another one. This is also the person. If I start the thermostat, I think it should. Let me start and close it. Now let's see. Yeah, for some reason the thermostat is taking some time. Anyway, like I just showed the camera one, and the thermostat also will come. It's just that it is not able to uh, capture that event now. But if I go to my uh, devices list, if I list the devices, I should see this. I should be able to see the thermostat uh, details. So this is the humidity right now, 51%, right? And this is the in Celsius. This is what it is right now, right? This is the temperature. So it's actually capturing the thermostat also, right? So that's what I wanted to show as part of this recording. I'll continue to explore this and see how I can integrate with generative AI also now. Thank you.